Good morning, and thank you all for starting your day with us. So we begin what's trending with the fallout, the reactions, the commentary, all coming out of River State after the State House of Assembly, believed to be loyal to FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, made that major decision just about 24 hours ago on live TV, no less, to start the impeachment process against Governor Simi Fubara and his deputy, Ngozi Odu. Now, plenary was overseen by the Speaker of the State House, Martins Amaewule, while Major Jack laid out the allegations of gross misconduct. Let's take a look.
Mr. Speaker, we conclude by stating that the governor has shown that he is not prepared to govern River State in line with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, and his oath of office. The Supreme Court, in suit number SC/CV/1174/2004, condemned his actions when he stated that the 8th responder fear of impeachment by the River State House of Assembly is no justification for his attack on the House of Assembly, the Constitution, the government of River State, and the rule of law. Political disagreement cannot justify this attack and contempt for the rule of law by the governor of River State.
And while 26 members of the State House did sign the notice backing this impeachment, within hours, a number of groups pushed back. The Campaign for Democracy, the Ijaw National Congress, as well as the River State chapter of the APC, publicly rejecting the impeachment altogether. Now, in a statement signed by the party's spokesperson, Darlington Nwauju, he says in part, and I'll read from the statement, "It would be totally untenable for a party to keep quiet when an obvious hangover from strifes within the PDP are allowed to resurface. Therefore, we strongly advise all members of the House of Assembly, especially APC members, to resist pressures to destabilize the government of River State, ably led by His Excellency Sir Fubara. We call on members to immediately discontinue the impeachment process in order not to drag the image of our great party to the mud and stifle the continuous progress of the state. Let our state remain a democracy and not a politicocracy." And I'll take one reaction before coming to you, Dr. Abati. Jonathan says, "Nigerian politicians are painful to watch. Not entertaining, not dramatic, painful. A country as large, populous, and strategically important as Nigeria is busy playing small, stupid games, while the rest of the world hardens its borders, stockpiles power, and quietly prepares for conflict. This is a dangerous historical moment, and Nigeria is wasting it. But none of this is normal. It's not normal for public office to function as a private war chest. It's not normal for a state to be rich and its people perpetually poor. And it's not normal for a country of this size and importance to drift while the world rearranges itself. This is not politics as usual. It's a slow collective failure, and pretending otherwise is part of the problem." So, Dr. Abati, like I said, I'll come to you on this because it was just about 24 hours when we were sitting here that this news broke. We're now 24 hours past. We've heard what people have to say. How do you think the people of Rivers should be seeing this? What do you anticipate to potentially hear from the president? And how should the country be feeling right now?
Okay, there are two sides to the issue, as we have discussed with commentators on this subject, and also the APC spokesperson in River State, Darlington Nwauju. The political side of it, and I think you prefaced that in your introduction, by saying that this has something to do with the self-appointed, self-styled godfather of River State politics, namely the FCT minister, Nyesom Wike, who has said Simi Fubara, who is now of the APC, cannot be the 001 of River State APC politics, and that in fact he will not be allowed to have a second term. So what's that popular folk saying? That the witch cried yesterday, and the baby died this morning. That's exactly the kind of folkloric situation that you have now had in River State with the Rivers State House of Assembly that is said to be loyal to Nyesom Wike, now saying, oh, we have commenced impeachment proceedings. The second part of it about politics is that Nyesom Wike says, well, he was the one who made Fubara governor of the state, along with some other people, and that if they don't listen to him, they cannot move forward. 3, he even went as far as saying that Rivers State is a no-go area, that anybody that tries to get involved in Rivers State politics without his approval will face issues. So that's the political side of it. But Darlington Nwaju, whom we interviewed this morning, said the Wike that is talking is not even a member of the ruling APC, either in Rivers or at the federal level. And that as far as he is concerned, Wike is totally irrelevant because he cannot be dictating to a party where he's not a member. So that political side, however, he says they will sort it out because APC, either locally or federally, does not agree that Simi Fubara, who is now a member of their party, should be impeached, and this is the 3rd time that is happening. The irony, however, is that the members of the House of Assembly now are members of the APC. The governor himself is, as his own supporters have said, the 001 of APC politics in Rivers. So there is confusion, and that's why I talked earlier on about an imminent blowout. You talked about the people of Rivers State. As has been the case before now, it is the people of Rivers State who are holding the short end of the stick. Because what we're hearing about is the ego of gladiators and not the interest of the people of Rivers State. And that's why I think that this is an opportunity for those who are interested in stability of Rivers State and the interest of the people. There seems to be an opportunity for them to offer the people of Rivers State an alternative beyond the shenanigans of APC politicians and their hired contractor, mercenary, who says he determines what happens in Rivers State. Now, 3, there's now the legal process, because to remove a governor from office is a constitutional process, well defined under Section 188. Now, they've started following the process. You serve notice, 1/3 of the House of Assembly, they got that. You give 14 days for the governor to respond, because he also has that privilege. Then if the House now comes together after that response and then determines that, a prima facie case for removal from office has been established, then 2/3 of the House must vote. Now, of course, you know that they will easily cross that hurdle. Then a 7-day notice will be given for the chief judge to constitute an investigative panel and for the governor to respond directly or through his representatives. But the catch there is that if he is found guilty of gross misconduct under Section 188 sub 11, it can be summarily removed, because the Constitution says what constitutes gross misconduct is the opinion of the House of Assembly. If they don't follow that process, then they will have the Ladoja situation of 2016, where that process was not followed, and the Court of Appeal sitting in Ibadan and the Supreme Court then said that the removal of Governor Ladoja, as he then was null and void. But the long-term thing is that as we move towards 2027, the fear is that there could be chaos, there could be confusion, which already exists in Rivers State. Final point is that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu intervened the other time. That was before the declaration of a state of emergency. Perhaps the president himself needs to intervene again, because he cannot afford to have a wide Port Harcourt, a wide Rivers State, based on the kind of lessons we have had from history when politicians go must. It's cows that go must, but we can use that metaphor.
Yes, and to your point, Dr. Abati, about the people in Rivers State, because as we speak about FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, the Rivers State and the people of Rivers State, there's a new video of the minister visiting the home of Senator George Thompson Sekibo in Ogu Town, Rivers State. It's been trending on social media this week because during this visit, which happened on Monday, Wike enthusiastically commends the senator who represents Rivers East on the sheer grandeur of this country house. Let's take a look.